Shalom. I give all praise, glory, and honor to my power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect, hopeful elect men, women, and children of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Gabar coming at you with another lesson that I pray you find edifying. What you see on the screen here is an image of a devil that is holding a bunch of books. And if you look at the titles of the book, the second book down, it says Lights Out. But if you look at his background, it says Summer 2021 Reading, you know? And what you're looking at is how these devils have been able to perform their witchcraft amongst the people for a very long time, you know? They actually put what they're about to do in your face. And the people being hypnotized by the witchcraft that these devils were able to do don't even realize that they're being set up for the okie doke. And you know, these devils are desperate, man. You know, hard times calls for desperate measures in their eyes. And these devils are desperate. They're losing sleep. They're worried. They're looking at the Israelites waking up. Salakia. They're looking at the Israelites waking up. They're looking at the chariots in the sky. They're looking at all these prophecies coming to pass, all the earthquakes, wars, rumors of wars, pestilences hitting the earth. And these devils are shaking in their boots. And they got to move fast, you know? And one of these devils that are shaking in their boots is, you know, this demon that's on the screen. So every year, the elite get together and hold a meeting, you know, to talk about the things that they want to do in the world, you know. Anyone from, well, all of the leads of the movie industry, news industry, television, and stuff like that, which goes to show you that, you know, it's all bullshit. You know, it's all witchcraft at the end of the day. But nonetheless, every year, you know, they get together and they talk about what they want to do the rest of the, or what objectives they want to fulfill throughout the rest of the year. And again, if you look at this, and if you look at the books that he's holding, this is what they want to do, you know? This is their way of bringing in a new system that, you know, the people won't agree with. Well, at least most of the people, you know, will have a problem with, but would eventually bow to it, you know? So enough of my rambling. Let me get a scripture. And it's from the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. And it reads, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" And by looking at the image on your screen, this is one of the ways, you know, to realize what this devil is trying to do. Because they serve on the left-hand side. So them trying to be like the Most High, try to put out what they're going to do into the world, you know, and in most cases have it happen. But they're losing that power where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is beginning to take that away from them. You know, the Lord is beginning to take away, you know, how they were able to deceive the world, you know. And as I stated earlier, hard times calls or drastic times calls for drastic measures. And these are just one of those drastic measures, because this devil realized that he have but a short time, you know? And trust me, it's gonna get a lot worse, This is just the beginning. So going into um um scriptures the scriptures a little more. I'm gonna grab the book of Psalms, chapter 64, and I'll start at verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Yes, yeah. So, like I said, every year they hold these meetings, amongst the elite to lay snares towards you jakes, and and they do it in such a way that you'll fall right into it every time. Unless you have the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to see through these things, you're just gonna fall victim to them. Verse 5. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. And these devils dig deep, to find out ways to affect the nation of Israel, to maintain their kingdom. They don't want to lose this because they're sitting pretty. And they know that at the end of the day, their outcome is slavery, and they don't want to deal with that, which is why this word is scaring the shit out of them. The prophets on the highways and byways teaching and preaching scares them. These devils are losing sleep and they got to work fast, so these devils about to lay down the law in the worst way towards you jakes, man, that don't repent and come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. And that's those ICBM missiles, man. And suddenly they shall be wounded. This place is going to be totally decimated because what they did unto the nation of Israel, as well as what they did to the planet Earth. The Lord don't care about these other nations. So this devil's got a lot to pay for what he did unto the Lord's people. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna hit him hard. It's gonna hit him. It's gonna wound them, and it's gonna wound them so bad that these people will never rise again, ever. As a matter of fact, after 1,000 years, the scriptures say that these devils are gonna be removed off of the face of the earth. Rightly so. Look at what they did to the planet. They're constantly destroying the planet. And they're going to do it one more time, man, in a very big way with these ICBM missiles. Actually, these ICBM missiles is going to clean up this place. It's going to totally cleanse it, with fire. A perfect cleaning agent. Read it on. So they should make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. And that's what you've been seeing. That's what you've been seeing, and that's what you've been hearing. So when you look at this image, anyone with the eye salve and who are able to see through these devil's plans can notice, very soon it's going to be lights out. It's going to be a very bad situation for you jakes because they're actually letting you know what they're about to do. you know, and their tongues are falling upon themselves. They can't shut up enough. Even their memes tell on them. So it's about to get bad. All that see them shall flee away. Verse 9. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High. Very soon, a lot of people is going to start to realize that all of this destruction and death and chaos and confusion is the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And very soon, these people are going to start to try to do the right thing. And I'm talking about the nation of Israel. The other nations we don't care about, but the nation of Israel is going to start, to consider the fact that, a lot of this stuff is the hands of the Lord, and the wicked, will eventually realize it sooner or later when they see their kingdom falling right before their eyes. I mean, like right now they see it, but it's a sense of disbelief because they actually think that this place is going to bounce back the way it did in 1929. But they in for a rude awakening. When this place falls during this next world war, Babylon the Great will never rise again. Ever. Ever. As a matter of fact, this place is going to be a memorial to the nation of Israel, to show them what real wickedness was really like. Because that's all you really see in this place is wickedness. So yeah, man. Reading on. For they shall wisely consider his doing. And like I said, eventually they're going to come to the realization that the destruction of this place is being done by the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And I'm going to end it off on verse 10. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh, and we are, and shall trust in him, and we do. And being in this faith, man, or being in this truth is a blessing, and the faith that is given to each man in this truth is a gift and a blessing within itself, man. Because there's a lot of people out there that claim that they have they claim that they have the truth and the faith, but at the end of the day, these people don't have it. The only people that actually have what verse 10 is referring to are the elect. And I pray to my power Yahweh Shem Yahushua that I am one of those men. So let me read that again. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh and shall trust in him. And all the upright in heart shall glory. And that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for that glory. We're fighting the good fight of faith. Because at the end of the day, the elect will have it. And as I said earlier, I pray to my power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that I am one of the elect, men of the nation of Israel. Because when the lights go out, as book number 2 illustrates, man, you're going to have men more frightened than women. That's, and that's just how bad it's going to be, man. The women are going to be afraid, but the men are going to be even more afraid. Picture that, man. Imagine the men being afraid like women. That's how bad it's going to be out here in Babylon the Great, during Jacob's trouble. But the elect, don't have anything to worry about. And 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 you know, like we always bring out, there's gonna be martyrs in this. There's gonna be martyrs in this, you know, but they're gonna be the first to rise when Yahweh Shem Yahushai returns upon the face of the earth, or Yahushai returns upon the face of the earth, you know, to deliver his people, you know. So with that, you know, I hope that you found this lesson edifying. You know, until the next lesson, I give all praise, glory, and honor to my power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect, hopeful elect men, women, and children of the nation of Israel. You know, pray, build up your faith, and understand, you know, the sign of the times that we're in, because these are very evil times, Akim. These are very evil times, and, you know, keep yourself girded up. And I pray that I do the same. Shalom.